Hey, what's up everyone? This is DCSG 81 and today we are not going to look into all this Iron Man, but we are going to look into this piece here. Okay, so I will cut the suspense here. It's actually a review for the latest Manipple Tony Stark head for Mark IV, which I have it here. The reason why I'm still keeping the package is just I'm just going to show you guys something, and because I have all these Iron Man which I'm going to try the heads on, so I'll roughly just go through. I'll try on the Tony Stark 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 46, and of course the Mark 50, and I also have 43 and 45, but they're still in the box. I haven't opened it yet, so unfortunately I'm not going to try on them yet. Okay, so I think it should be enough to try on all these head. Initially the promotion, the name for this Tony Stark is actually for Mark IV, which is what they promoted on, but it seems that I think I saw it in the 1/6 kit, which is where I bought it from. It says that it's meant for 4 to 7, so we'll take a look in everyone, so we'll have a better understanding and see which body it can use and which body it can't be used. Okay, so I mentioned that I got this one from 1/6 kit. Is because I don't usually get from them for Manipple head. All this while I've been getting it from my local seller. I always say that when you all ask me where did I get it from. Okay, now I can review his name because I already spoken to him and he's okay about it. He's actually a local seller in Carousel. We have some an apps called Carousel. His name, I'll put it on the screen now. Hotrod, is that how you pronounce it? Yeah, so I have been buying all my Maniples, aka Flashback Studio head from him. So far it's been very kind seller. He's very fast, very accommodating, and very friendly as well. So if you have any Maniples head that you like to pre-order, you can actually contact him via Carousel, and he's actually very responsive. Okay, so yep, so get that off the shoulder. The reason why I'm getting it from 1/6 is not because I didn't manage to pre-order it from him. I did pre-order from him, but his stock have some problem and I still can't get it from him yet. But the reason why I ordered another one from 1/6 kit is because I want to the first reason is, of course, I wanted to have two because I see the head is pretty good, and another reason is I just want to make sure that 1/6 kit is actually selling I know they don't sell bootlegs, but I just want to make sure it's the real Manipple. Okay, so because one of the reasons is because I've been buying a few other heads from them and they always package it like this without the usual Manipple box. I'm not sure why. Maybe I think they just want to save on the shipping because their shipping is actually free of charge. Yeah, so they always package it very simple, just like this. So I have taken a look into the head. Into the head. It actually looks pretty good. Okay, and they actually give all the parts the same as Manipple. Okay, so I believe it's the real thing. Okay. So it's looking very good, and also it's given two neck. One is with the armor on it, and another is just a normal human neck, which I believe is for the Tony Stark figures. And of course it comes with this piece here, which is meant to put inside the neck for it to go into the head. Into the neck joint. Okay, yeah, because this one have a joint here. Oh, okay, interesting. because the previous Manipple head which I have for Captain America as well as the Mark 50 Tony Stark, it doesn't come with a joint. So finally they're giving us a joint now. Okay, previously they didn't give, and of course they always give a chewing gum where you can eat. I'm just kidding. It's a blue tag. Okay, in case it doesn't fit, you can just use it. Okay, but I don't really use. I use my own blue tag. Okay, so before we get started on the head swapping, I would like to just show you guys how it looks like, of course. And just give me a second. Just try to put it on. I'll show you guys how to put it on. Of course, this is the one with the armor. Very nicely done. You can see the paint is pretty good. And the one with the neck, I hope it will match the skin color, and of course it does. So this piece here is supposed to be connected like this, and it goes inside. Okay, so once you take a look at it, we'll compare it with the rest of the head which I have. Okay, so there you have it. The 4 heads that I have so far. There's another one from Nota, which I'm still waiting for it, but I've seen some on-hand picture. They looks pretty bad actually. Okay, so these two, the first two is actually from the S.H.Figuarts, and the next two is actually from Manipple. Okay, so this one is the one from the Tony Stark, as in Tony Stark himself. And this one is the one from Mark 4. Okay, of course I changed back to the one without the shades. There's one with the shades here. Okay, and this is the latest one for Maniples for Mark 4, the younger version of Tony Stark. And this is of course the one for Mark 50. So I believe you guys want to take a closer look, so I'll show it to you guys. Okay, so I believe you can see the difference is really there. You can really see the huge difference. It's like one the Manipple one is the original and this is a bootleg. Okay, so I'll compare it to the original Mark 4 head from S.H.Figuarts. Okay, so you can really see the difference. And now let's take a look on both the Maniples. Okay, so this is the younger Tony Stark and this is the older one. Looking pretty good, right? Okay, so let's start with the head swapping. Okay, so as you can see, as always, before I start my head swapping, I will remove all their heads. Okay, so there are some things that I need to tell you guys, but I will tell you one by one as we go through. So let's start with the usual Tony Stark first. And yeah, I'm okay. How should I go? Okay, this is the original neck from this Tony Stark, so I'm not going to use the neck that comes with it. So let's see how good or how bad it looks. Okay, okay, it seems that the skin tone actually matches, so you don't have to use it. But if you still want to stick to using the original neck from Manipple, you can, of course. let's see whether it can be used. I believe it can be used. Okay, so it fits on. Yep. So it can be used as well on the neck. I mean the neck that's provided by Maniples. The skin tone actually, like we seen earlier, it matches very well. Of course, it comes with it. If you don't want to remove the neck, of course, just now I show as well, you can just use back the original neck. Okay. Okay. So, and let's move on to Mark II. Okay. For Mark II, of course, we can't be using this neck from Manipple because the armor is different. So I just remove the head with the joint together with the helmet, and from here I will use back the Manipple joints. Okay, and put it on. So the joint doesn't really goes inside, it's just resting on it. So it can be done without the joint as well. But I just put it there so that at least there is a little bit of support. Okay. So what do you think? Does it looks good? I find it a little bit short-necked. Okay, maybe not. Looks good, okay? So it works for me. I mean, I'm not sure if you find it not looking good, then it doesn't work. But for me, I think it looks okay. Okay, this is Mark III. Okay, here what I want to tell you guys is, initially I plan to use the neck that comes with the Maniples and try on each and every one of the armor. But as soon as I try to remove the neck, I find it pretty hard to remove. I find it pretty hard to remove, and I don't want to risk scratching the armor or even breaking the inner joints below the neck. So which is why I did not do so. I left the neck here, and then I'll just try it to you guys. So this is what I want to tell you guys is, if you have most of the armors here like me now, and you like to try, I would really suggest you not to remove the neck. The only armor neck that can be removed easily is Mark IV, because it's meant to be removed. As you can see, the original extra head, they just come with the neck very similar to the Manipple ones. So for Mark IV, of course, I'll try it with his own neck, but for other Mark, I would suggest you not to try it because it's very hard to remove. You might end up breaking something or scratching the armor, which is really not worth it, because I believe you know each of these Iron Man isn't cheap now. Yeah, if you want to get one back, it will gonna cost you a lot of money. Okay, so just try on with the existing neck. I think it should still work. Like this Mark III. Okay, still looking very good. Yep, of course it doesn't really go inside. Okay, so next we'll try with the Mark IV, of course, and I would like to put the neck in first. Oops. So it should be this way. Yep, fits perfectly, and then I'll put in the head. Okay, somehow it doesn't seem right. Yeah, I used the wrong joint. Just give me a moment. Okay, sorry about that earlier on. The mistake that I made is when you put in okay, the joint is of course always on inside the neck itself, as you can see here, just same as the one without the armor. So you always leave the pegs, the neck joint inside the neck. Okay, just like how it should be. And then this piece here, you don't put it inside the neck, the head first. It's meant to go to the joint like this, or the other way around, sorry. Okay, and then you slot the head in. Okay, then you can adjust how tall or how far it goes. Just now what it happens is this thing is already inside, so when I put it in, it looks like it doesn't have any neck. Okay, so you must always connect this piece here to the joint, and then you can easily adjust it. Okay. So it looks perfect now. Okay, so this is for Mark 4, and for Mark 5, let's take a look. Okay. Okay, maybe I should remove the joint. Oh no, I can't. Okay, the reason why we can't use the original joint from the S.H.Figuarts is because the ball joint is too huge for the hole to go through. Okay, so if you really want to see whether it works or not, you can do it without this round rubber. You can just slot the head in. Okay, so for Mark 5, to me it doesn't really work because it's too small for it to go in. You can see here. Okay, I think it's same as the older Manipple head, if I'm not wrong. This one. Yeah, but this actually this is slightly better because the hole is actually much larger compared to this one. I'll show it to you guys later. Okay, so you can see it doesn't really goes in, but if you force it to, it might just go in, but just be careful with the paint. So it still works, although it doesn't really goes in, just resting there. Maybe just for display, yeah, you can do it. You can just use it. Okay, but it's very loose. Okay, just be aware of that. Or maybe you just try to have some blue text around, so it will hold it well. Actually, it looks pretty good, don't you think? On the Mark 5 armor, I like it. Okay, so move on to Mark 6. Mark 5. I don't want to mix up the helmet, the head, because they look almost identical. Okay, for Mark 6, slightly better than Mark 5. It does go in. Okay. So I think, oops, yeah. So you really need a blue tag actually to make it works. But it fits better than the Mark 5. At least it really goes in. Okay. So for Mark 6 it works. Okay. I have to be careful because I don't want just one fall down and the rest follows. Okay, Mark 7. Okay, Mark 7. Mark 7 have I think Mark 7 neck is slightly longer. Okay, let's see if it works. It does work in a way, but not as well as the Mark 6, I would say. It still goes in, but it does look a bit long necked. Do you feel so? So you might want to push slightly more in, but I'm afraid of the pin scrap. Let's hope it doesn't. I already pushed in as far as I could. Okay, so Mark 7 works as well. Any pin scrap? No, thank God. Okay, so for those of you who want to try on Mark 7, you have to be very careful because you have to push the head in. So now Mark 46 from Civil War. Okay, this one I doubt it works because the area here is pretty large. Yeah, you see, it can't really go in at all unless you do something like this. Yeah, no, you just push the neck. The neck is supposed to be like this, but you just push it down, apply some blue tack, and just make it stay, and then you look something like this. But it's very odd. Still doable, but I think it's a bit odd, you know. If you want to look up, it'll be like that. So, yeah, something like this. So to me, Mark 46 doesn't work. Okay, and lastly, for Mark 50 is a bit special because how it works with the previous older version of Tony Stark is it has a bigger area like I told you just now, and the inner plastic, this one, you can see the hole is actually much larger. It's meant for it to go through this ball joint, so when it goes through, it fits very well. Okay, but for this one, because it can't really go in, of course it's a rubber, you can still push it in, which I did earlier on, but okay, it still doesn't really work. As you can see, there's a long gap, so when you put the head in, you will end up like this. Okay, so you can say that, okay, what if we don't use the joint at all? Okay, of course you can. It will be something like the Mark 46 issue, whereby you can't really push it in, as you can see. So all you can do is go by this way and push it down. So to me, it doesn't really work very well for Mark 50. Yeah, because I will show you what I said early on. You can see the hole for the older, this is the older version of Tony. You can see it's very much larger, this one. Okay, which is why even without the neck, this one can go in pretty well. But for this one, it just doesn't, unless you really push it in with all your strength, and you might end up with the pin scrap. Okay, so for those of you who wanted a must hit for Tony Stark Mark 50, for the Mark 50 armor, I would suggest you get the older one, the older Tony. Okay, so there you go, guys. Some works, some doesn't works, as I have already expected. I think it works pretty well from Mark 2 to Mark 7. Other than that, 46 doesn't work. This one, 50 partially works, if you want to force it. Yeah, so there's no problem for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, for 5 it's a bit forceful, but still with some blue tack it will work, and I think it looks pretty good. But for the rest of it, especially Mark 4, it works perfectly because it's really meant for Mark 4. Okay, yep. And I know that you guys might want to actually try on some other bodies. I'll see what I can do. Okay, So for the other body, which is one with the suit, wearing a suit, I only have this guy. This is Goro from Figma. Okay, so I actually bought him for Stanley, which works quite okay. Yep, I'll get the Stanley. This is the Stanley head. It's a custom head with a removable glass, of course. Okay, you can take a look at my review right here now. Okay, so I actually bought it for him, and at the same time I actually got another one, the same person, Goro, but without the suit. Okay, so let's try it on. Okay, so let's try it for this one. Of course, I expected there's a skin tone difference, very big difference actually. But if you put the heads down, doesn't look really good. You can really see the the difference, and even the arms is a different color. Okay, so it doesn't work for this body. It's the same body, of course. I would expect it, the result should be the same, but because this is fully covered, so I hope it will be better. Yep, so as I expected, it's actually looking much better, because you just have to cover the neck part, but the rest of the body, unlike this one, you can still see the bare arms. This one is fully covered, so it doesn't look as odd. Okay, so I'm pretty sure some of you might ask me to try on any Marvel Legends bodysuit, but unfortunately, sorry, I doesn't have any of them. Okay, so yep, we just got to stick with this Tony Stark for now. It's actually looking quite okay. And maybe I'll give this to Mr. Stan Lee. Okay. Yep, at least he doesn't look as bad, because he's quite pale, so it slightly matches the skin tone. At least it matches better than this head. Okay, yep. Okay, before I forget, I'm sure some of you might actually ask whether this Manipple head will fit on any Marvel Legends, Iron Man Marvel Legends. And I'm sorry to say that I don't have any Iron Man from Marvel Legends, because all my Iron Man is actually from S.H.Figuarts. So I'll roughly show you the size difference. This is the latest Avenger Endgame Captain America from Marvel Legends. You can already tell that the head is actually much smaller. Of course, you will say that the Iron Man armor is not as big as this Captain America body, so it might still fit, but I would really doubt so. Okay, so just to show you, okay, sorry about that, I need to get this piece out so that you have more room for the ball joint. Okay, in my works, after all, I think it just looks okay. Yeah, I mean, what do you think? Still doable? Yeah, maybe with a slightly skinnier body on for the Iron Man armor, it might works. Yep, of course there are some skin tone differences, but not as bad, I would feel. it's actually looking pretty good. Okay, yeah, so there you go. So if you still want to buy it for your Iron Man Marvel Legend, maybe it's worth a try. Yeah, otherwise, yeah, you just fill it out on your S.H.Figuarts Iron Man. Okay, so that's all for my review for this latest Tony Stark Mark IV headsculpt from Manipple, aka Flashback Studio. So I hope you enjoy this video. Of course, if you enjoy it, I hope you give me a like and comment. Let me know if you have anything else that you would like to know about this headsculpt. And of course, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, as I have exciting video like this once in a while or almost every week. And so stay tuned for more pictures after this video, so I will take a pictures of this head with each of the armor as I show you earlier on. So I'll take a pictures, okay, so you can see much better. Okay, until then, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.